Rural medicine's super rewarding. It's very hands-on, working as a consultant. It's a lifestyle that I don't think can be beat, especially when you live in Central Otago.
I really just love the outdoors, love getting out and about. And locally, just getting out on a bike for an hour or two. It's a really good way to catch up with mates and burn a bit of energy.
Place is really important in rural medicine, and this is my place. You know, I really love the landscape. It's the subtleties, particularly around the light in the skies, which make it fantastic.
So Dunstan Hospital is very much a generalist rural hospital that has a reasonably broad scope. So one of the things we often quote is that out of people that come here that need an admission to hospital, we can manage 85% of people here, not needing to transfer them out to Dunedin or Christchurch. And that's really made possible because of an incredible team here, which allow us to look after people from the acute phase right through to the rehab phase and discharge them to the community. Here at Dunstan Hospital, there's a day unit which is primarily giving out oncology medication or treatment. So one of the great things about the day unit is that you've got a population of, between us and Queenstown, might be 70,000. And they would all have to travel 2-3 hours to get to a base hospital for chemotherapy. So it's saving huge amounts of travel for the patients.
It was pretty obvious in the 1990s that no young New Zealand doctors were interested in entering rural hospital practice. So that's what precipitated a few of us working to put together the Rural Hospital Medicine Training Program and getting recognition of that scope of practice with the Medical Council. By creating a career pathway, I think that's the single thing that's made the biggest difference in terms of the rural workforce.
Did most of my training up in North Island, and last part of training was back down here in Central Otago. There's a great team of trainers here, and so it was a good place to come as a trainee.
Many of our senior doctors, including Mark, are graduates of that training program, and we have a regular stream of trainees who are currently on the program, including Leah.
So I've done all of my university years at Dunedin, and then my junior doctor years were also at Dunedin. So then I came back here as a health officer for 3 months, and that really set me up quite well to be a registrar at a tertiary centre. So when I went there, I could do procedures that I didn't know how to do before, like chest drains, lumbar punctures. And then I got asked if I would consider coming back as a registrar. It was supposed to be initially for 5 months, and it's turned into 18.
Yeah, along the training journey, I decided, I guess I wanted to stay really general. What's the beauty of this job? And trained as both a GP and a rural hospital doctor. But anything can walk in the door, whether it's the general practice or the hospital. And you've got to manage that until the cavalry arrive, in whatever form that is. The chopper can't always fly, so it can be a while.
I'd say when you're a student here, you get to see the patients hands-on often first. You get that opportunity to do these things, bloods, lines, minor procedures, that at a tertiary centre sometimes you don't get the chance.
We just live on the edge of Alexandra. We're keen to have a wee bit of land to run some animals and run some kids, I suppose. My wife Farns is getting into a bit of floristry business, so we're using a lot of space for that. And it's pretty handy, the kids can bike down to town through the trees on a good day. Being a rural clinician, it's not just about the job at all, it's about being embedded in the community. So one of the ways we like to get involved in trying to help the community is just through a local initiative with the church where we do free firewood, just to help people that need a bit of a boost at times.
If you've worked in a community where you grew up and you know the people and you feel like you're doing something, it's just far more satisfying than just a job.
It's not too uncommon that you might know someone that comes in. Often it's people you know around town, sometimes even friends, and that's just part of it. And sometimes knowing a bit about their personal life, how active they are in things and what their goals are is a useful thing as well.
Now that I've come back to Central Otago, it's been quite nice for me to be back on the water. And there's nothing better than being at a lake when it's nice and glass and flat. There's nothing better, and it's super relaxing.
I don't have any doubt that rural generalist medicine are the best medical jobs going. Academic work and the clinical work, they're not separate. They're just part of the same thing. And I couldn't be a rural health academic sort of sitting in Dunedin. I have to be here actually involved at the coalface doing clinical work with the rest of my colleagues if I want to be a credible rural health academic. I never finish a weekend of work here without sort of thinking that it was an almost privilege and that it was really interesting and enthralling work.
It's really nice to get away on the bike, especially after a stressful weekend at work or something. It's just really grounding to get up on top of the hill there, to be able to look out to the Hawke Downs or the Old Man, look down to the town, the river, the old bridge, you know. It's just really great.